That's frustrating. We had lost internet briefly. Okay. We're back. We barely won. We definitely didn't carry the team cult. We just need to finish this match. We're 1-1. Our clutch hitter is now ready to do their part. Door Praise is finally ready to start carrying the team. That happened. Yeah, we lost internet temporarily. That is frustrating. Welcome back. They banned Dark Mage. We go ahead and ban Fighter then. Lightning Mage, interesting. I'm just gonna take Monk and Gunner. Gun Monk. Pyromancer. I'd rather them not take Ogre here. So we get one pick. Alright, I could try taking Taoist, but I don't think Taoist is good here. I think we just take somebody generic. I could also just grab Priestess. We'll grab Barrier Mage. I think they're generic enough. They take Ice Mage? And Knight? Trinity Elemental Knight. Yeah. I have half a mind to just go with Ninja. Werewolf attacks too slowly. I think we just take Devil here. Yeah. Looks good. Door Praise playing as the Gunner will be good, and then Hurry Poyo playing as Barrier Mage. Wow, my entire team got absolutely obliterated. This is a good sign. Alright. Cholito's starting to do their thing. As long as their burst damage can't stay alive all at once. Oh! Pull it out for the win. Ooh, Doorpraise did good with Gunner. Gunner's just really good right now. Pulled out the win, though. Just look at that amazing burst that those 3 mages had. That was pretty scary right there. Lonely Lions, though. I don't know if I'll actually be able to beat them. Fighter's the best champ. Beaten by Barrier Mage. Interesting. Fighter has a win ratio of 64%. Archer's the second best. Interesting. I've never really seen that. I guess the AIs are playing around with Archer, because I certainly am not. It's because of the picks and bans I'm doing. And is countered by Pyromancer. Pyromancer's not doing so hot. Sniper, the third best. Yeah, I'm just... Wow, they're 100% pick or ban. Alright, interesting. And countered by Shrine Maiden. Really? Fighter Shrine Maiden's really, really good. It's just Fighter. It's a Fighter meta. That's all that's telling me. We got a few more rounds. Haru is still gaining some levels. Just no sniper and get rid of the Dark Mage. Oh wow, they were... the AI was thinking. No execute... What? They just let the monk on through? And the AI's like, they let Fighter on through? Fighter and Pyromancer? Are so good for me? I think we just take Gunner here. The Gunner damage is just too good. Doesn't matter who's playing it, if it's Doorpraise or, They get rid of Lightning Mage, so we get rid of Ogre. I see what's going on there. Well, I guess I don't have to get rid of Ogre, because Ogre is countered by Gunner. We're going to take Barrier Mage. I'd love to take Werewolf, but I don't think this is a Werewolf pick here. I could take Vampire. And then they take Berserker. Interesting. Gunner's just as fast. Berserker can't catch up. Yeah! Absolutely negated the Berserker ultimate. Doorpraise is also doing a horrible job, but... This is completely Cholito carrying the team. Oh, gets one shot by the Archer Pyromancer combo. Woo! Barrier Mage! I think pretty much carried the team. Colt, who did you play? Who did you play, Colt? Colt? Who did you play? played a monk, right? That was quite a nice performance. I'll be honest. It was a pretty good performance as monk. And then he's not happy. Oh, they've got an ordinary player. Interesting. No sniper. Sniper, no sniping. No fighter? Get rid of the Dark Mage. Monk Gunner. Pyromancer. Okay, here we are. Here we go again. We get rid of... I think we still do get rid of Ogre. Ogre still hits hard. I mean, even though Dorpraise did nothing that match, I think we still take the Vampire, because the Vampire dashes forward and tanks. And Devil. Werewolf's not fast enough. Is Ninja good enough here? I don't think so. We can try. We can absolutely try. Shalito's already starting to hit really hard. Oh, there goes the ultimates for the other team. Dorpraise is doing nothing as Vampire. Vampire is just really bad this meta. I was hoping Vampire would be able to tank. Well, Chalito jumps to the back and just starts out-healing everybody, but clearly that was the wrong thing to do. Chalito wants to play Priestess. We can make that work. Alright, ban Dark Mage. Ban the Executioner. Monk. Shrine Maiden. I think we go ahead and don't think it matters who they pick. Because I... want to go ahead and pick, I kind of want to pick Ninja. We kind of have to just take Ninja, though. Yeah, they banned Priestess. It would have been nice to have played Priestess, but... get rid of the Pyromancer. I don't want to play it. So... but I also don't want to play against it. Swordsman. We're going to take Shadowmancer for Huripoil. And... I think I kind of want to just take Gunner for Door Praise. Gunner's just good. Yeah, Devil. Sure. Ooh, that swordsman burst. Oh, their swordsman only got one person on the ulti. Oh, that was a really good fighter ultimate. Door Praise is just going to get a ton of free damage. Oh, the devil swaps places with Door Praise. Let him live an extra second longer. 2,000 damage from Door Praise. Cholito jumping all the way over on top of that Shrine Maiden, knocking them completely out. Everyone else also played their part. Lonely Lions had a loss. They got 2-0'd. What? All right, round 15. You still get rid of the Dark Mage. We're going to get rid of the Executioner. Executioner hasn't been picked. I'm just going to first pick the Monk. Yep, Sniper sneaks on through. We're going to take Vampire. They get rid of Gunner. Well, I'm getting rid of Ogre. There's a good chance they're going to take Devil. They take Pyromancer. Well, I'm taking... Priestess and... Lightning Mage. We'll take Ice Mage. Huripoil gets a lot more stats with Ice Mage. Yeah, they're going to take Lightning Mage. It's a lot of damage. This is going to allow the vampire to go back in and keep dealing with the sniper. Wow. Yeah, vampire just attacks too slowly. Vampire attacks too slow. Only now is the vampire's ability going off. Just that attack speed has killed vampire. Vampire's unplayable. I don't know why I keep picking it. In theory, vampire would be good against sniper, but vampire just doesn't attack fast enough. Get rid of the dark mage and get rid of the sniper. But in theory, that should have worked. But it did not. We're going to take monk. And gunner. Gunner's just always good. So there's the pyromancer. Again, I'm just going to get rid of the ogre. Just trying to figure out what to do against this pyromancer. We're taking barrier mage. Barrier mage has just been good against both. And then ninja. Oh, it's really close. Oh. It's still anybody's game, but the last of the ultimates have gone off. Oh, but the barrier mage gets the barrier off right before. Come on, Cholito. I need you to get all the kills. Nope. Come on, jump. Get a kill. No! Everyone just survive. All right. Whoosh. That was too close. I need you to be aggressive, Cholito.
I don't want to be aggressive. I want to stuck.
No, you're the assassin. You're supposed to play aggressive. Don't get angry with me. Alright. No dark mage. Like, unless I'm planning on first picking dark mage. But I don't think dark mage is that good to just first pick. Alright, no shadowmancer. Alright, well, ninja. Get rid of the pyromancer. So that way ninja can kill the shrine maiden a little bit better. Swordsman. Barrier mage. Ice Mage, right? Or do we just take Lightning Mage? Ice Mage, in theory, should just be better in every way. Taking Ice Mage for Hurry Boil. Oh, Lightning Mage ulti went off and did nothing. That's hilarious. Cholito, you gotta do a little better, buddy. There you go. That's the kills you need. No! You cleared the glass chair. And Gunner is unavailable. The Giant Gooses. They're the ones that beat the Lions. They are third place. No Dark Mage. No Sniper. They're gonna take Fighter. We take Monk. Do I just take Pyromancer? We're gonna try giving Pyromancer to Hurry Poyo here. No Ogre. I'm not picking it, so I don't want to play against it. They get rid of Exorcist. Okay. So we pick Ninja. Archer. Knight. Taoist? Or Swordsman? I can also Vampire here. This actually is not a terrible position to play Vampire. Reason being is it keeps that Archer occupied on a different target, so Cholito can do his own thing. Five attacks, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Door praise is nearly there. Come on, door praise. There we go. Now we got the permanent bleeds going on. It's about to be a lot of kills on our end, unless... Okay. Whew. That was really close. Get rid of that Dark Mage. The Pyromancer did okay. We're gonna go and first pick the Monk. They're gonna take Fighter. Fighter Shrine Maiden? Oh, they banned Gunner. So I'm gonna just grab Pyromancer here. They ban Shield Bearer. I ban Shadowmancer. They take Shrine Maiden. I kind of want to take Barrier Mage. And Ninja. Ooh, they take Vampire. Oh, that vampire is doing too much. Cholito, don't fight the ogre. Pyromancer should be doing really good here. I mean, Pyromancer is doing a ton of damage. No! That vampire did a lot. Like, compared to what vampire normally does. There are too many slip-ups for that to be called your best. I'm just clicking that. Oh, he's happy! Alrighty, so Vampire's good against Barrier Mage. Got it, because Vampire was just diving to my Barrier Mage back there and was causing problems. We're still going to get rid of the Sniper, though. I'm still taking Monk. And, oh, they banned Gunner again? Oh, wait, no, Gunner is unavailable. Archer has 120 range. I'm gonna go and take Vampire here. Yeah, they take Ogre. So I have to ban the Shadowmancer. It's a required ban. Really wish I could take Gunner here. The fact that Gunner is unavailable due to a bug is dumb. Bugs are a thing that exists, but it doesn't mean you have to like them. Well, we could take Barrier Mage, because we took the Vampire. They're going to take Devil. And Gambler. So, I can try Cholito as Ninja again. I don't know if it's good enough. I mean, it has to be. It has to be good enough, is the thing. Mosquitoes especially. Yeah. The devil's just gonna kill our vampire every time. Woo! Yeah. Vampire did absolutely nothing. I need to stop taking Vampire. I should have planned my strategy around Gunner being unavailable. Excruciating loss! Yep. Sounds about right. Cholito's still going up in stats, though. Alright, we get to play against the Lions. Gunner should be available again. Yeah, Gunner's available again. Alrighty. We can start picking Gunner. That is strange. Monk. Pyromancer. Fighter. We're just gonna take Gunner. They're gonna ban the Lightning Mage. Do I just get rid of... We get rid of Ogre. I'm not playing against Ogre. Ogre is still too strong. They take Shrine Maiden. We take Ninja. We take Barrier Mage. They take Lancer. Interesting. Yeah, so Chilito dies instantly. Woo! The combined powers of my guys defending each other! Aww, they're about to all use their ultimates all at once. Awesome. Oh, Gunner's doing amazing. Gun Monk. Try using your ultimate more meticulously. Goodbye, Dark Mage. Why would they get rid of Berserker? Berserker Shadowmancer? Is that something that's really, really good against... Oh, no. Gun Monk. Pyromancer. Oh, I need a ban. No Ogre, please. No Archer. Alrighty. We take Ninja. They take Ice Mage. They took Barrier Mage from me! No! Wow. Okay. Devil? That's a character for Huripoyo. Rude? Yeah, right? Vampire does nothing. Could go Gambler. Just outrange them. No, Vampire. Vampire's good against Barrier Mage, so... This is the time for us to use Vampire. Oh, Vampire's almost there. Turn it over from Mosquito Man. Oh, barely pulls out the win. Vampire did what was needed to be done. We did beat the Lonely Lions, though. Which means you're telling me there's a chance. Final round against the Elks. They got rid of the monk. Am I still getting rid of Dark Mage? We get rid of Fighter. They get rid of Lancer. We get rid of Sniper. They first pick Dark Mage. Well, we take Gunner, because Gunner's just good. And I think we just take Ogre? Pyromancer. I'm gonna get rid of the Archer. I'm gonna go ahead and take Ice Mage, I believe. Or Devil. We take Devil. Exorcist, interesting. Shield Bearer. Well, Shield Bearer's no good. So the last one I need is just raw damage. Magic Knight? Magic Knight for Colt? No. Not with the Pyromancer there. Magic Knight's a bad pick. Gun? I mean... So we have Gun. Ogre really needs to go to Door Praise. Devil's gonna be played by Cholito. Gunner probably is just gonna have to be played by Huripollo. I mean, I could just pick up Ice Mage for big stat stick. Could also, well, Barrier Mage. Prevent enemy champion from receiving positive effects from allies for a period of time. Probably just Gambler. Yeah, that's as good as that's gonna get. Just raw damage. Cast dice instead. That's all of their ultimates. That was a really good ultimate from the Exorcist, though. Oh, man, and they're going full sweep now. We have to reverse sweep here. It's not good enough. That was close. But too many of our comfort picks were gone. Don't beat yourself over it. I should have still banned the Dark Mage. I will let the Dark Mage slide through. We're just going to get rid of the Sniper. I'm going to get rid of the Pyromancer. Because it's fine that they take Fighter. We're going to go ahead and just take the Dark Mage. Lightning Mage, Fighter. Shield Bearer. I'm just going to take Gunner. Gunner's strong. They get rid of Priestess. Well, they're not going to be picking Fighter for some reason. I don't want them to grab Archer. So we're going to get rid of the Archer. We already have Gunner. They took Gambler. That's fine. We're going to let Cholito play as the Dark Mage. So we're going to go ahead and try Magic Knight. Well, Magic Knight's not going to do much. We're going to do Ogre Shadowmancer. Lancer. Fascinating. Even though my entire team's about to die, but the benefit of Shadowmancer is your entire team sticks together. Oh, Dorpraise missed the ultimate. Ogre got completely separated from the entire team. Okay. Lancer counters Ogre with ultimate. Well, that sucked. Good to know. Makes sense. Because it completely... Despite my Ogre being really fast... Right, one thing is streaming. And then we're going to do that special training on Hurry Pollo. We're just going to get rid of the Lightning Mage, change it to support. Switch to Priestess. Support. Yay! Barrier Mage! Awesome. Training. Hurry Pollo, age 22. Hurry Pollo actually is probably close to no longer able to level up just because of Hurry Pollo's age. Save. We'll go and rename this one to Zon. And Zon will be available shortly as a warrior. Alright, we have to play against the Evil Elix again. It is going to be a little tricky, because we do need to win... today and tomorrow, so we have to win a minimum of 2 games because of our final placements in order to progress to the next league, which is actually going to be tricky. We're as good as it's going to get, though. I did try to change things up by taking Dark Mage, but we're going to go ahead and just ban it and get rid of it. Get rid of the sniper. Took a while for Zon to come back. Sure. Monk. There's the fighter. There's the Shrine Maiden. And Gunner. Just Gun Monk is just typically good. Again, we don't worry too much about the Ogre. Gunner just counters the Ogre. So, Pyromancer is worse for us to play against. So we're going to get rid of the Pyromancer. Gambler. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Ninja. And Barrier Mage. Immediately, Cholito snipes a kill. Another one! Ooh, the fighter is causing us some problems. Good Dorpraise right at the enemy's face. Right where they spawn, cast the ultimate. That's crazy. Oh! That's a sweep right there. Gun Monk strategy too good! Pah. I'd like to play Ninja next match. I'm pretty confident. I hope you're confident. It's your best character. It's not time to swap Zon in. Not quite yet. As always, we're just gonna get rid of that Dark Mage. They get rid of Ogre. Well, I'm getting rid of Sniper. Gambler, we're just gonna take Gun Monk. Pyromancer. That's not what I wanted to see. Let's get rid of the Lightning Mage. They get rid of Devil. So we're going to go ahead and take Ninja. So they're less likely to take Barrier Mage with that. Fighter. And Berserker. Cool. Barrier Mage. So we still got our same team composition. But they did make some changes. These are also now best of 3. Or best of 5. Oh my goodness. Cholito still sneaks in a kill. Yeah, just the combination of the barriers and the heals from the monks. Just Gun Monk is too good. The AI has not figured out the correct thing to do to, counter it. Alright, let's finish up and grab a bite to eat. You got this, Door Praise. Hasn't been the same since his sabbatical. I mean, Zon needed to, you know, sit back and relearn, because Zon had some glaring issues in his gameplay. Alright, no Dark Mage, no Sniper. Too anime to counter. Alright, Monk. And we're going to take Gunner. As long as the AI doesn't take it. Yes! Alrighty. Fighter Shrine Mage versus Monk Gunner. They get rid of Shadowmancer. Well, I'm getting rid of Pyromancer. I don't need to deal with that burst. Okay. Well, until they figure out a way to do something about it. Lancer. Interesting. Yeah! Kills the Shrine Maiden. Yeah! Cholito killing the Shrine Maiden. I'm looking forward to the day that monk ability cooldown is increased. They just cast all their ultimates at once, and it still wasn't enough. Oh, that gambler hits hard. It's okay, Cholito just solos their entire back line. 2v1 all day. The fighter even goes to try to stop it and still can't stop Cholito from killing the Shrine Maiden. There we go. 3-0. Clean sweep. What a beautiful team composition. So that brings us to the semifinals. We have to beat the Giant Gooses minimum in order to move on. And I really need the extra money, so we really got to move on. Coco is still regressing. Okay. The number 3 versus the number 2 team. Is this the comeback story? Because we did try to use Dark... Oh, they got rid of Barrier Mage. We're still getting rid of Dark Mage, though. They don't want me playing my typical strategy. Well, we still go Gun Monk. The real question is what do we do to follow up? I think we get rid of Archer. They get rid of the Lightning Mage. Yeah, Barrier Mage is really, really good. We're gonna take Ice Mage. They take Shrine Maiden. Good. And they take Exorcist. That's a little, scary. Yeah, unfortunately, that completely negates our Ice Mage's ability to freeze enemies in place. And that's going to give him a very powerful ultimate. Boom! Oh! The opposing team's going in one at a time, and our monk is keeping everyone alive! Cholito going in for more kills! Doorpray's taking no damage. Can he do 2,000 damage? He did! Oh my goodness. Colt's keeping everyone alive. Pivotal for the entire team. Yeah, that Exorcist pick was a little scary, though. But I was a little scared when they banned the Barrier Mage, though. It was... You have the confidence of a pro, but the skills of an amateur. I think... We had our winning card revealed, you know, just... I'm surprised that the game's not like, oh, well, the best combo is clearly going to be Monk Gunner. Yeah, so we just... Until the game gives me a reason to ban somebody else. That Pyromancer is strong, though, with the amount of burst it does. It's just... Cast Sharp Bubbles. I'd like to. Gunner. So they get the first ban, Lightning Mage. I think, again, we just get rid of Archer, because Archer's the counter to Ninja. They take Vampire. I think we would still go with our best composition. Shadowmancer. I don't think that's good enough, but... I want them to burn more ultimates. Ah, poor timing, Cholito. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid about the vampire, but the vampire, again, it's just doing nothing. Okay, now he's inflicting bleed. Like, Doorpraise is just keeping out of everyone's range. Shalito's going in for the burst. Hurrypoyo's still barriering. Doing everything that they should be doing. Sure, the enemy team did a lot of damage, but... does no good when our team's just able to survive it. Doorpraise, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's not bad. Alright, let's finish this one up. Is Zon... hold on, would Zon be good as a gunner? Would they ban... they banned my barrier mage again? They're getting rid of Devil. Monk Gunner. Gun Monk. Yeah, that Pyromancer is a lot of burst. Well, we don't have Barrier Mage, so... again, I think we just get rid of the Archer. We'll grab the Ninja. Ice Mage, sure. Swordsman. So I just grab Shadowmancer? I'll pick up Shadowmancer. Hurrypoyo gets a comfort pick. The game doesn't really want me to play with bubbles. I mean, it's realizing that Barrier Mage is really good. Whoa, they negated my ultimate. But we are on their side, so as long as we can just keep killing them one at a time really quickly, like so. That's another one. Oh, the monk wasn't able to get the heal off fast enough. Come on, 2 more kills. No! They just let the Pyromancer get free damage in. That was frustrating all the way in the top. We had the game. Exactly my thoughts. It's because of your guys' lack of performance. Kill the guys that have 1 health! It was right there! I know. Oh, they got rid of the ninja. Alright. Well, I guess we're taking Devil this game. Gunner. I'm just gonna go ahead and ban the Pyromancer. I don't want that burst. Especially since they went ahead and got rid of my... We're gonna take Devil and Barrier Mage. Ooh, Taoist. The Shrine Maiden's still not safe from the assassins. Ah! They're staggering their ultis. Yeah! There we go. Well done, Doorpraise. Good kill. Woo! I mean, gunner damage has just been way too good right there. There we go. Ah! We made it to the finals! Gun Monk Barrier Mage. The issue is if they just banned the Barrier Mage. Oh, my opponent took their turn on the Advanced Wars by Web. Alright, final match against the Lonely Lions. Zahn has Great Mage Contempt for Weaklings and Relief Pitcher. No, would not be, because the Contempt for Weaklings would not be good as a gunner. I'd be afraid that he would just ignore everybody as he runs to whoever it is that he's trying to get to. Alrighty, no Dark Mage. Ooh, they banned the Sniper. Well, then we get rid of Pyromancer. No Pyromancer for you. Gun Monk! There we go. And the Shrine Maiden has been picked. Got it. Yeah, I guess just get rid of the Archer. Okay. We'll take the Ninja. Lancer. Okay. And Vampire. That's rough. My team has been able to beat this composition before. Well, minus the Lancer. Last time it was a Pyromancer. So we'll see if Lancer really makes that big a difference. Thorpraise just keeping out of the range of the Lancer. Double kill. Unfortunately, that was a bad ultimate from Hurry Pollo. Repollo's getting absolutely countered by the vampire. No, Cholito, you needed to have killed the Shrine Maiden. No. Yeah, that vampire pick going right after our barrier mage with the composition I got is really nasty. Defeat is an outcome of your performance, door phrase. I mean, technically I want to tell you you did a good job, but you hate it when I tell you you did a good job, so. Alright, Dark Mage, Sniper, Gun, and I guess we just go ahead and ban the Vampire so we don't fight against it. Because Monk... I'm also really surprised the AI has yet to just go, oh, I'm just going to take Gunner so that way they don't. I think Vampire is just a direct counter to our Barrier Mage. And it's too risky. I'd rather Pyromancer be picked. So, Ninja, Barrier Mage, Taoist. Yeah, we're fine. We can deal with this. That Taoist is very annoying. Oh, not a good Gunner ultimate. Come on, just kill the Shrine Maiden! Oh, thank goodness. Pretty much carried the team. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, Cholito. You're doing a good job. And he hates me telling him that. You're doing amazing, Cholito. Keep it up, because you were able to deal with that Shrine Maiden and keep the Pyromancer occupied. You led the team to victory, making it to where the rest of the team could fight 3v2 and have the advantage.
Man, Coach, I hate you saying that.
I just need to just tell my team they suck all the time. That boosts their confidence. Alrighty, so they got rid of the Monk. Knight, Gunner. I'd very much rather have the Gunner have proper protection. Unfortunately, it's not going to be as good of protection. But we will have to go with a Shadowmancer composition, so Barrier Mage is going to be a problem. So we're not banning Vampire here. Get rid of the Archer. Ninja... Yeah, they're going to take Lancer. And then we take Shadowmancer. That should be good enough. Yep. This is what I was hoping for. Knights is doing pretty good, keeping the team occupied. So we do have a good backup with the Knight, at least. They didn't ban you out, right? I think I pretty much carried the team that match. Yeah, you were the ace of the team, Shalito. Okay, thank goodness he was happy with me to say that. Alright, if we win this, then we win the finals and get first, and that meets the criteria for a second sponsorship. They got rid of Shrine Maiden and Monk? Alright, we'll get rid of Knight. They're gonna pick Pyromancer. They take Archer. Okay, well, I'm taking Gunner still. I'm gonna get rid of Pyromancer. But we're not taking Ninja here. I think we still take Barrier Mage. Just realized those were cans on the table and not gelms. It's a devil pick, right? I think we just pick Devil and hope they don't pick Ogre. Okay, they pick Vampire. They are specifically trying to ban me out. Yeah, that Vampire did absolutely nothing. Alright, Cholito, I need you to win this for the team. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that Vampire still has done nothing. If you guys can squeeze out... Oh, they're not going to get 4 kills. You did your best. Was that your best? If that was your best, we would have won, Cholito. Hey, look at that. See, they love it when I tell them that they're garbage. They get rid of Dark Mage. I'm going to get rid of the Sniper. They get rid of Vampire. I get rid of... I get rid of Archer. They took Gunner! I think we still go Monk. Taoist? Lock one of their guys out? I could also do Swordsman. We'll do Swordsman. Yeah, they take Pyromancer. It's gonna be a lot rougher. Yeah, they're not gonna be picking Fighter. We're gonna get rid of the Ice Mage. They may take Shadow. Oh, they got rid of my Ninja! Shadowmancer. Shield Bearer. And Knight. Well, I take Devil. Alright, good luck, guys. Honestly, this could go either way. And they're absolutely slaughtering us. That Pyromancer has 1 health! Oh, the Gunner ultimate went off without a hitch. Oh, that Pyromancer has 1 health again! If my guys could just get kills without dying... That was well played in the picks and bans by the Lonely Lions. Well, we got second, so we failed to meet the conditions of our sponsorship. But that is good enough to go to the next round. We're going to go ahead and do our 1 attempt of streaming. Coco, you failed. We have more than enough for the renewals. Comes to facility training. I mean, I can add trading points, but that really does nothing. I would like to reduce the renewal fees, but... So, Cholito! I think we're better off re-rolling Dark Mage on Cholito. Cholito's Piercing Spear, Smell of Blood, he likes to get a lot of kills. Well, but in most cases, we are just giving him Ninja or Devil, because he does a good job with that. Door Praise, on the other hand. Fast Runner, Clutch Hitter, sure. But I think we need to reroll the Magic Knight. What are we rerolling the Magic Knight to? Nobody that would be, like, necessarily really, really good for them to, become. We could try to reroll for Gunner, I suppose. Special training, Door Praise, this to a Marksman. Come on, Gunner! Nope. Special training, Marksman. Boom, let's go. Door Praise can now play as the Gunner. Even better. Now let's begin the award ceremony. The champion team is the Lonely Lions. Congratulations, you get money. Runner-up team is going to be the Crystal Chroniclers. You also get money. And now the Most Kills Award. The player who got the most kills is Cholito of the Crystal Chroniclers, awarding their team even more money. Next, we have the Most Assists Award. The most assists goes to Kevin of the Careful Cats. You get money. Careful Cats get regulated down. Wow, so the losing team had the most assists. Fascinating. And we go back up to the Pro League, Division 2. That's the end of that season. Time for the fun leagues. Accumulate damage. Team with greater accumulated damage wins. Movement speed of all champions is approved. Champions prioritize their attacks on enemies with low HP. Kevin was trying so hard. Including Ogre on Beast Mode? Right. How about Contempt for Weaklings? I think we can play around that. We can definitely plan around that. Equipment! Woo! Goose Down Jumper! We got a new shirt. Oh, there's the Semi-Pro mouse. Right over there. Semi-Pro Silver mouse. And Goose Down Jumper. Fantastic. Stream. You got this, Coco. No, he does not. Coco, in fact, does not have it. Yep. He's, fallen off. I don't think there's anybody else that necessarily needs something changed on the team. I guess for Colt, we can change. What if we just re-rolled the Dark Mage for Cholito to another assassin? Specifically Ghost? Yay, we got Vampire! Major success! And get rid of it. Ghost? Boom. We can work with that. Because Cholito would make a very good Ghost player. We're not going to be playing Ghost. We will not be playing Ghost here, but... because everyone's going to be going after the champion with the lowest health. We're going to keep Zon out. Give everybody else more experience. Ghost doesn't even have low health. We're still going to get rid of Dark Mage. So I think that the AI is still gonna, for the most part, play the same. Let me get rid of Archer. That's annoying. I'll deal with that later. Vampire attacks too slowly. I'm gonna first pick Ghost. They're gonna take Fighter. They're gonna take Ogre, sure. We're gonna take Gunner. We're definitely giving Gunner to Door Praise. They are getting rid of Monk. Well, I'm getting rid of Shadowmancer. They're going to take Gambler. So Gambler's currently their lowest health unit. Our current lowest health unit is Gunner. With 100 health. We're gonna go ahead and take Taoist. I know that Taoist is not gonna be able to be played by Door Praise because I really need Door Praise to be playing as Gunner here. Oh, we can't take Priestess. I was just thinking about taking Priestess for the heals. What about Vampire? Vampire. Alrighty, so... yeah, that'll be fine. Hurripoyo can play as the Taoist. Cholito's going to play as the Ghost. And Vampire is never going to be targeted. Yep, Vampire's never being targeted. The Gunner's so good here. They respawn already bleeding. Oh my goodness. They're just dying as they're walking on over. Cholito, go for it! Just 2 shots, Ogre. Cholito, 25 kills, 8 assists, 1 death. Beautiful. Everybody gets even more experience. I have a good feeling about this. I feel like we're gonna do just fine in all of these matches. Too bad Zon wouldn't be a good choice right here. Great relief pitcher, but not great for these event matches. I think we still just get rid of Dark Mage. We get rid of Archer. I'm just going to first pick Gunner. Second pick Ghost. What would be bad to play against? How about we get rid of the Exorcist? Am I keeping the beard? Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and grab Vampire. Because Vampire's still just 3 points. Gambler, sure. And then I'm also gonna again take Taoist here. Yeah, and I just need Doorpraise to run as fast as possible. And Cholito's one-shotting everybody. Oh no! Look at their team! Their team's already nearly dead again! Oh, Ghost is just too good. Yeah, that sounds about right. What is Colt focusing on in training? Monk. I suppose that's correct. Guess I'm keeping the beard. Yeah, I think I think this is gonna be our team composition for just this in general. Get rid of their Dark Mage. Oh no, Barrier Mage is gone. Get rid of the Fighter. That way they have slower people. I don't want their guys to just immediately run over to our Gunner. Ooh, maybe I should have first picked Gunner. Because Gunner will stay away. I did take the Lancer. I'm going to get rid of the Exorcist. Oh no, they took Sniper! Right, Vampire. Where's my Taoist? There's the Taoist. See so many practice sessions in your future. I don't think it's gonna be that big a deal. I don't think you're gonna be staying as a Taoist. There goes the Ghost. Hey, Hurry Foil survived the ultimate! Oh no! Not as amazingly one-sided, but it was still really good there. A lot of free experience. Hurry Poyo is now level 3 as Barrier Mage. Yes! I think this is the last one. And then after that, getting off for the night. Oh my gosh, it's so late. This game takes so much time to play. Just one sitting is like 3 to 4 hours every time. Oh my gosh, everybody is in a perfect mood. Alright, Dark Mage, goodbye. No fighter. Alright, first pick Ghost. Oh no, they took the Ogre. Gunner. What's supposed to counter the Gunner? Because the AI seems to be able to, like, go Pyromancer and all that. Like, no, I'm not seeing it. Get rid of the Exorcist. Vampire and Taoist. Vampire's nearly at max stats already. Oh no! Dang, Ghost almost survived through it by just eating everybody one at a time. Boom! 2-shot. $3,000 damage. See, because the beauty of it is the Gunner could just keep out of range indefinitely. My gosh, Cholito's now at 5860. Level 5 Ghost already. This is the last event match. This is the last event match. Vengeance is ours. Who do we play against? Did we play against the cats? Or the lions? I mean, I get to have fun on this kind of game mode because the AI does not understand like the special game rules of this. I'm fine with that. Oh no, Lancer, Ghost Gunner. Because Gunner can just stay away. And then you give him Fast Runner. That's pretty good. Oh, am I supposed to ban next? Exorcist. Again, I just don't want them to take that. Vampire is a free pick. Taoist. Alrighty. Wow, they're actually dealing with my ghost. Though, they are all now starting to bleed to death. Yeah, that's just crazy. Cholito's now level 6 as Ghost. We could potentially go Ghost with Cholito in the upcoming league as well. Fully focused around that. Shame. Oddly enough, I think we just keep this as it is. I think Cholito is exactly the way it should be. So Cholito's as good as they are going to get. Colt. They are starting... I think Hurry Pollo is as well. No, Hurry Pollo actually still has quite a bit to climb. I guess this actually was Colt's last year, where they were probably going to be claiming a lot. Probably the same with Door Praise. I think Door Praise was recruited at the same time. Zon did a good job improving. We do need to swap out the Great Mage. Probably for Iron Body, so that way he just takes less damage. I can't guarantee it, though. It's going to be very expensive. It would have to be mental training. Swap this out. Swap out the Great Mage. There's no guarantee it's even going to be any good. Would it be worth it? Or do we try to get 2 more super rookies? I think we look for 2 super rookies. And we just do more streaming. Skip the award ceremony. We don't need to worry about that. It's not time yet to be taken. Yeah, you still got some time. Coco, F minus, man. Also, Coco's about to be completely out of use because someone else is caught up in fans. Colt. Well, that was an absolute fail of a day. End of the season. New champions have been added to today's patch. You can use the champions starting below from the next match. The Boomerang Hunter, it's a ranged, it's a marksman, and the Cook is a support. The performance of the champions have been adjusted. Magic Knight's cooldown has been reduced. That's been needed. Clown, more increased attack speed. Don't think Clown actually saw any use. Dual Bladder, increased attack speed. That's a little scary. And Werewolf attack speed went up. Fantastic, by a lot. Nerfed, Knight cooldown for taunting has been reduced. Sure. Shrine Maiden attack speed was reduced by A third. Shrine Maiden fallen off. Archer increased cooldown. Sure. Executioner attack was greatly reduced. And now we need to decide who we're going to keep. I think we go ahead and just renew all. I don't think there's a... Oh, except for Coco. Coco is done. Goodbye. The target of attack randomly changes every 5 seconds. Or Lee life of the party. Well, those sucked. Wow. That's a shame. Colt! Don't make me replace you. I will. Oh my goodness. Colt can't stream to save his life. Alrighty. We're just gonna take a look at the new champions really fast. Boomerang Hunter! The Boomerang Hunter is a ranged dealer that specializes in AoE attacks and reducing defense. His weakness is that he is vulnerable to opponent's attacks. I thought it was a she. I guess he is shirtless, huh? Opponent's attacks using his firing range is rather short, so yeah. Only range of 70. So out of all the marksmen, he has the lowest attack range. Also the lowest attack. Oh goodness, and is fragile. But throws a boomerang in a semicircle trajectory. All enemies in the trajectory take damage and their defense decreases. So yeah, this guy is a counter to tanks. Ultimate, throw several boomerangs around you. All enemies in range take damage and their defense decreases. Yeah, so he's a tank killer. The Cook! Cook is a healer who can heal allies over a long period of time. Doesn't possess attacking abilities. Potential recovery is high, but an ally may not fully benefit from the recovery when killed. The skill gives a lunchbox to an ally. When allies' HP runs low, lunchbox consumption restores HP. And the ultimate is gives recovery to all allies for a time, enhances allies' movement speed and amount of recovery. Cook. Ogre. That's scary. Would Cook be good in our team composition? I'm mostly thinking like with everybody that we typically play. Cook would be okay. It's a buff. Cook would be great with Monk to keep Monk alive even longer. Want to Cook, right? Honestly, thinking about swapping Pyromancer out with Cook. Like, all of these champions would be great with Cook right over here, especially Ogre. Alrighty, that's gonna have to do it for this time, though. Oh, wait, let's, champion statistics for the whole season. The #1 champion with win rate was Dual Blader. Probably because of the AI matches. Interesting. Because, yeah, we didn't deal with it. Exorcist, 60% win ratio. Ogre, 59.3. Yeah, Ogre was quite menacing to deal with, but once we were able to get Gunner, then Gunner was, you know, really, really good. Ninja did an excellent job. We were able to use Ninja to win pretty much all of our matches. Fighter, of course, was one of the top champions of all time. And then Gunner, we saw Gunner did a lot of damage. After that, Ice Mage, Sniper, Shadowmancer, Vampire somehow still had a high win ratio. I think it's because Vampire got carried, because like even the kill death assist was just nothing. He dealt no damage, took a bunch of it, and that was it. He's an interesting tank, but that's all he did. It was not good at all. I knew in practice session. Yeah, so I could see Vampire being good with Cook. The most picked was Fighter, yep, followed by Sniper and Shadowmancer, Ogre, Monk, yeah. Yeah, Monk was pretty good the entire time. Most banned was Dark Mage. Yeah, I just wasn't dealing with that at all. But Dark Mage also only had a 35.4% win ratio. Yeah, but he dealt a lot of damage and I couldn't do anything about it. The most popular champion to pick or ban was Sniper, followed by Fighter, then Dark Mage. Yep, that tracks. The champion with the best kill death assist was the Taoist at 4.61, followed by the Barrier Mage that only had a 45% win ratio, probably because of Vampire. And that's where Vampire got the wins from. The champion that dealt with the most damage was Pyromancer, and oddly enough, Pyromancer only had a 47% win ratio. The champion that took the most damage was Berserker, and Berserker saw a lot of play last season. Wow. Yeah, that was quite a bit, 58%. Okay. And the champion that did the most healing, hopefully, surprise, surprise, was Priestess. Yeah, no big surprise right there. The least picked was Clown. Clown didn't see a single game all last season. Yeah, Magic Knight, 33% win ratio. Only picked 6 times. Yeah, Magic Knight underperformed drastically. Executioner also never got picked. Interesting. Executioner got banned 38 times, but yeah, never got picked. Werewolf got picked a few times, but just didn't do enough. Once the proper team compositions were figured out, Werewolf just got nuked and could not deal with that Pyromancer. Because if Pyromancer didn't have enough backup, Werewolf was just able to dash to the back and solo that Pyromancer, which is an amazing interaction. But yeah, once the team composition shifted to where that was the case, then yeah, it was just Fighter, Shrine Maiden all season. Also, like, where's that Shrine Maiden? Wow, Shrine Maiden only had a 36% pick ban? Interesting, despite the AI using it against me all last season. That is very fascinating. Yep, so that's going to be doing it for that. I'm going to go and just take my turn on this really fast. So, my power is gone. I have 32,000 gold. We're just going to zoom in a little bit further, just make it easier for you guys to see kind of what I'm doing here. That's a little better. Oh, my money's up here on the top. Okay. Suspect everyone in this game were afraid of clowns. I mean, it's just, out of all the picks and bans that were available, it wasn't amazing at all. The clown just, I mean, it could go in and stun, but Exorcist, at the start of the season, Exorcist was really, really strong. And Exorcist was still strong, just because he can attack really fast. And sure, he's melee, but he gets nuked by Pyromancer. So that's why you didn't see Exorcist a lot, is because Pyromancer was such a common champ. But with the threat of Exorcist there, it just made it to where the clown would do absolutely nothing. Alrighty, so what's going on in this game? A lot. This anti-air is threatening quite a bit. I will be coming over here to I want to try to, win this game here in the next couple turns if possible. Pulls back the medium tank. Now, our opponent is about to have Sidewinder available, so whatever movement they have, it's about to be +2, which is going to be quite a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and kill... Oops. We're gonna refresh the page just to be safe, because apparently it was saying it wasn't my turn. Play the tunes. Move this over here. Fire. Lots of free damage here. Boom. Lots of free damage here. Boom. Yeah, that Sidewinder is going to be bad for me. But this protects my HQ. So that's important. All my units are so far away. Can I? Dang! Just out of range. I really want to take these comm towers. Oddly enough, I think the most beneficial thing I could do on this side is move this battlecopter here and attack this infantry. Threaten to capture this here. Wait. Train another infantry. I don't think I could deal with this anti-air, which is unfortunate, because I really want it to die here. There's a 50% chance that dies. Beautiful. Battlecopter needs to zip on up here. Oop, we're gonna... Yeah, this is the best spot for it to go. Attacks. Hit the tank. Oh, it survives at 1. Where's the chance? 50-50. Alright, well this needs to go here and attack the artillery, so that this infantry can go here. Try to kill the tank. Did not. Try to kill the tank. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and finish killing off this infantry, and we're going to body block here. So this, again, protects my HQ even further. I have to be aggressive on this side. I guess I don't technically have to. Train a mech. Got a lot of aircraft here. Continue to try to capture, even though that's honestly futile. Funding-wise, though, we have an absolute massive advantage. I would like to bring my oops. I'm gonna go ahead and move our black boats here to get in a repair. Start moving. Where do I want my anti-air to go? Down south directly to the base and force a tank over there? I think so. And then we move our tank here. Destroy their anti-air. We're gonna go ahead and Sidewinder, I think, just makes things complicated for us there. We continue to just train tanks. There we go. I still got 20,000. Move this infantry over to here. I think I just need to just train anti-air in this location. Start destroying this pipe seam. Another anti-air. So that's a lot of anti-air. You just need to wait. There's nothing else for me to do. So my opponent only has 21,000. They are far behind on economy. But this tank and this artillery that's been trying to attack this spot can only bring my infantry down to 4 health, which is not enough for it to be, significant. Because of this battlecopter, we have essentially blocked the path of this infantry, so I can just take this port. But the more important thing I'm going to be doing is shuffling down to take this comm tower. And we are going to continue a Congo line of infantry just downwards, just to take this tower right over here. After that, these two guys are here to take this tower, and that will give us enough of an advantage to win, assuming that we don't just win over here. So what's the opponent going to do? Well, they're going to go over here, because I moved things wrong. They're going to destroy my battlecopter. That's a kill. This artillery is probably going to go ahead and try to kill this mech. The real question is where's this medium tank going? Because our opponent can't do anything to... We got way too much anti-air here. So it's completely shutting off this airport. Like so. If they try to continue, we're just going to move our anti-air around this point right here and train another missile. And then try to lock down this airport. So that way they can't do too much else there anymore. Because they are investing a lot of resources here, but what this airport is supposed to do is apply early game pressure or mid game pressure if you don't take it. And I never took it. I almost did. I took one property here, but that's the best I could do. But because of this river right here, our opponent, despite having multiple vessels, cannot squeeze them all into this very narrow choke point. what you should be doing in this sort of instance with the way this is set up is, unless you manage to make a push here for the HQ in order to get the win, you should be utilizing this port in order to move anything you produce out of here into a better location, like right over here to get it directly onto the front, or bringing them over here to take the center, so that way you could take this port, which allows you to build a battleship and then apply even more pressure to the HQ. But you do constantly see, like, even I'm guilty of it. You see me making this push right here, but my goal when I'm making this push is I'm trying to lock my opponent out right over here, so that way, if I can lock them to this location, I just finish taking the HQ. Resources-wise, I've got a 50% advantage over my opponent, so I don't really know what they would do in order to come back from this situation. The best I could see, like, everything over here, I don't know how they protect their HQ, but this medium tank goes here, kills this infantry, and then he wraps around and takes out my artillery with this tank. As these two tanks and even this mech, they can do a lot of damage to this medium tank, but they won't be able to kill it. And that's going to be a minor problem. I'm assuming that's what my opponent's going to be trying to do. The other option is to go one here, take out the infantry with these two units, and then use this medium tank to 100% kill this artillery. That probably would be better. And my opponent is taking their time to think, not like I'm doing, where I'm just like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I'm just playtesting this map to make sure that the flow of everything feels good. Because for the most part, it does. If we go back to just the start of this game, this map has a very nice flow to it. You know, we're just gonna, depending on what you want to start off with, either a recon at this starting facility or a double infantry. Most people, when they first play this map, they'll go, hey, here's what they do. They say, I'm going to help playtest this map. And then they do double infantry. And then later, they're like, huh, you know, I think I see a better play. I think I could have started off with a recon here. And I'm like, yeah, you probably could. And then, if we get to that second game, they start off with a recon, which I proceed to do a battlecopter rush against it, because both players have proper initiative. Once I'm done with these test games, though, I'm modifying the map to try to fix the first turn advantage a little bit better. But in this case, I always open up double infantry just because I don't want people to think that I made this map and I'm trying to cheese out wins. That doesn't feel good, and that gives bad reputation. So I'll do the worst opening just to really get an actual test for it. The big flow of everything, since both players start off with opening infantry, both players can then take these corner bases right here completely uncontested. So part of risk assessment is understanding what things you're going to allow your opponent to versus which things that you're being allowed to do right at the very beginning of the game. By turn, like, 3 to 4 is when both players' starting actions have fully determined everything. Because if what I did here on my turn 3, so on turn 3, if we back it up to the start of the turn, I do have 9,000 money right here, which is exactly enough to move this infantry off and then buy a battlecopter to start trying to pressure my opponent and apply some harassment. However, since my opponent started off with a whole bunch of infantry, they would easily be able to afford anti-air, and then my battlecopter can't do much except flee somewhere all the way off in one or both directions. Or my opponent just builds a battlecopter in return, and then we both play this sort of game of chicken. But in this case, what I had opted to do for this game is I wanted to delay my opponent on turn 3. On both players' turn 3, you could build a recon here to harass and attempt to shut down this base. What you have to do, though, as a follow-up, is you do need more reinforcements with at least 1 infantry, if not more. The issue is I did not follow up immediately. This infantry went over to flip over this base to give me a slight economic advantage, which means my opponent is much more likely going to be able to take this base, and it's going to be a lot trickier. Again, risk assessment. Every choice you make has consequences here at the very beginning of the map. My opponent in turn right here builds a battlecopter. Battlecopter, because I went with this recon, is going to be able to apply a lot of pressure, or so you think. I have just enough economy, once again, to build an anti-air. And what that anti-air is doing is my opponent can either flee directly here to the south, or ends up being able to go this way, or he can go over this direction and start harassing me all the way over there. Though my goal with this anti-air is to actually go around, support the recon, so that's why my opponent cannot take this base. So I'm locking down the base with this recon and anti-air play right here. That's what that is about. Meanwhile, we are both making a mad dash for this base over here. Since my opponent did not send anything else like a recon to this base, I'm going to be able to get this base, which gives me an advantage, because at this point, this is denied. This goes to the opponent, this goes to me, this goes to me. And then, of course, I have this one, and I have this one. My opponent has this one and this one. So as mentioned before, Battlecopter goes right over to here. And I actually laid this map out very specifically for this sort of scenario, because this anti-air, even if I move this infantry off of this tile, because of the placement of these the mountain and the forest here, the anti-air cannot make it to this tile. In fact, the furthest that it can go is to right over there, which means that this is a safe tile. That is intentional, because if you build a battlecopter and they build an anti-air, I don't want you to say, well, I just wasted 9,000. So that was very intentional on my part on designing this map. But, as mentioned before, my goal is to use these 2 vehicles to completely shut down this base from my opponent. So, even though he has this aircraft that's going to be able to apply a lot of pressure to my base, I am completely denying him from one of his. And at this point, he's actually making a mad dash for this airport. It's like, all right, well, there's not too much I can do. I build a transport copter to delay, but that's all that can do is delay. Meanwhile, I'm having my Congo line against an unsupported infantry right over here, so this base is going to be mine. And at this point, he's just trying to delay me from capturing these. That is slowing down my income by a little bit, and he actually does have an economic advantage because of that. So it is kind of a big deal. It does help, but it doesn't fix the fact that he's going to be down a base. Because notice right over here, even though he's about to capture it, does he capture it? I forget if he's able to capture it or not. Yeah, he tries doing a joint capture. So what a joint capture is he goes to capture it, because bases, they have 20. You know, you can see the health down here. I'll mouse over it, but they have 20. They need 20 points in order to capture. Depending on the health of the unit, and it has to be only an infantry, depends on how much you're able to capture that base. So a fully health infantry captures 10 points, so it takes 2 turns to capture a base. In order to flip it. So what a joint capture is you capture with the remaining health, which at the start of this turn it had 6, so it goes, you know, to 4 points right over here. If you look at this number right over here, boom, it's at 4. Wow, oh, it's because I zoomed in. Got it. It's because I zoomed in, because like here's the corner of the box on my screen, but it's clearly very different on y'all's. I would have to change the zoom, but I'm not doing that. But because of having the 2 vehicles, I can position these 2 vehicles here to fully kill off the infantry, fully denying the capture. And while the opponent could deny me from capturing it, he's not going to be getting this base anymore. Yeah! Because of this anti-air and this artillery, this pipe seam over here on the base, I guess let's do a little... So this pipe seam here is about to be destroyed. What I'm going to do... That's as far as that goes. Okay. And then... Got it. Alright, I have a vague idea about where it's supposed to be. Oh, wait, but I can also just look at the mouse and see exactly what I'm seeing here. So, what you guys are seeing right over here is I'm retreating with my aircraft. They are all going to be fleeing, right over to this way. As one anti-air, it can travel, it can chase, but because of this river right over here, this river makes it to where, like, at least for anti-air, there's a giant wall over here. So aircraft can just fly up and escape this way, or if the anti-air goes upwards, the aircraft actually just continues on south and begins to harass this base all the way over here. So, but I have to do a full retreat with my 2 battlecopters at this point. And I lost my transport copter. That is a massive shame. At this point, I actually split up my battlecopters because he cannot chase both when going this direction. And I do want to apply some pressure here in the north, which he immediately follows up with, trying to chase my aircraft down. You're just hearing yay, aw, sorry. But a lot of properties are being captured. I built a missile here in order to completely deny this base over here. His battlecopter's also trying to make a retreat, but I do make a pretty big misplay. But at this point, his artillery is making it to where my base here can't do anything about it. But if my opponent ever spent a turn just building a black boat here to repair this artillery, he'd be in a much different spot in this game. Because this artillery is, wide out in the opening, and it can deny, me using this base, which is great. This is exactly what he needs. But it can't be repaired, and this is the only spot this artillery can do this. So this was actually a really, really great play from the opponent, is despite me denying him a base, he's denying me from using that base in the first place, and even gets a tank over here that this tank and this artillery is going to completely overwhelm this base. Which is really amazing. The fact that he was able to pull this kind of thing off. And boom, look at that. That infantry is just dead. Meanwhile, he's actually pushing back on this side over here. But he needs to be using these aircraft to chase out my battlecopters. Because he... if we look a couple turns back, he moved them away. Which I then went, oh, well... I can kill this infantry over here with my battlecopter, because his anti-air is out of position. So this was more of a misplay that I capitalized on. And I'm investing even more, saying, all right, well, you need more anti-air to deal with this. And by forcing the opponent to get anti-air, if I just keep building tanks in a location like here and mech units here, he's not going to have the proper amount of tanks in order to deal with the upcoming push that is to come. However, he does get a very sneaky Sidewinder in and deals with my missile. And despite me having anti-air here, he's able to absolutely kill my missile, and he's got a very big tank push going on right over here. Plus, he's threatening to capture my base over here, and all I can do is try to bring this aircraft over, which is now in range, and deny him from stealing this base. But he almost does flip it. But there are a lot of these instances where he's just like 1 or 2 resources short from being able to get a proper flip. For instance, in order to get a big push over here, you really need mech units, which is why you see me build one over here, because a mech is able to, like, traverse over this mountain and, you know, push things away, but B, if we get to this point where I'm pushing over here, you need mech units in order to make this push over this river, just because of how narrow this choke point is. But mech units are slow, so maybe I should consider investing in an APC in order to move the mechs a lot faster. I don't know, but also you see this Congo line of mechs going right over to this base over here. And at this point, I'm able to defend this base, trained infantry, and the base is no longer on lockdown, because even if he does successfully kill it, which he does, he kills the infantry on this tile. But my aircraft... Oh, and then I activate my power. My aircraft just goes over here and almost kills his artillery, so my base is now fully defended. Meanwhile, at this point, I've still got a couple battlecopters that are remnants of the past. That my opponent is having issues dealing with. At this point, he goes in to try to put in a valiant defense, which is where it gets us to the turn we're currently on. Where, again, I've got a pretty big push. He can deal with this artillery, but the purpose of this push here is not to push into the base. It would be, I mean, if he does nothing about this, then I'm going to start pushing into the base. I've got this mech unit that's going to start pressuring it. I'll train a mech, and then I'll train an APC, and I'll try to make a push here into the south. But the biggest thing is I'm taking this HQ. If I take the HQ, I win. I'm also at how many buildings? 27 versus 23. So I got a little bit more than half of the map under my name right now, but it's just this airport is preventing me from training anything useful at the current moment, but I nearly got it on full lockdown with all these anti-air. Yeah, but this bomber is causing me some headaches. Yeah, this game, it's interesting. I'm not going to suddenly become like a permanent Advanced Wars by Web, but I've been watching it, and then I just want to make this map as good as possible. I think it's nearly there. But you can just see a massive story that's told in this map, and I have yet to see identical games happen so far in all of my playtests. Like, every single game has played out differently because of little choices that you can make that then end up leading to situations like this, where he's trying to push in with the aircraft, but he really should just get more aircraft here. Because imagine how strong of a defense he could do by having battlecopters here. Because I don't have anti-air here. But if he just got battlecopters here, and then, gosh, what is he really needing to defend against this? I don't know. He doesn't have enough units to really defend against this. Anywho, I'm just mumbling, but I'm hoping that this map is enjoyed. The unfortunate thing is this is a bad map for live play. So in other words, this map's really not going to see too much when it comes to risk assessment, update test, change name. I'm just still amazed about how different it is, because it started off here. Oh, shoot. There's actually a mistake here. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, this is where the map started off. And here's where we're at now. So really big differences between the two. The issue is this kind of follows under the indirects are really strong, but I think because of how good aircraft potentially can be, which is why I haven't exactly won the game yet, but I already knew with the way this map was going to be, aircrafts were going to be strong, and I want players to have to invest into taking them. Alright, I'm just mumbling at this point because it is 1:30. Good night, everybody.